If you've been wanting to grow some food in your backyard or front yard and you keep putting it off, just watch this whole video, because the number one thing that people tell me in the comments that I'm reading now is, I don't know how to start. What do I do to start? And then the number two thing is, I don't have the money to grow all that food. I want to address that in today's video. I'm going to show you a way where you can take just $50 and you can get your garden started this weekend or today. If you don't got today, this weekend at the latest. So stick around and let's get into it. Welcome back to GrowFit Florida. I'm Jermaine and I grow food right here in beautiful West Central Florida, Zone 10A. If you're in Georgia or Alabama, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, the Carolinas, just stick around. This works the same for all of us down here. And then also I want you to stay tuned all the way at the end of this video, because we did a giveaway where we gave away some free plants and some free seeds. And one of our winners, she actually surprised me and sent something back to me. And I want to share what she sent back because I think that you guys will like it. And of course, I always want to support local backyard farmers and growers and anything that you have, especially if you live in Florida. I want to support. So stick around to the end of this video and I want to show you guys what she sent me. Hey, and do me a real quick favor before we get into this. I want to see where everybody's from. So drop your zones in the comment. If you don't know your zone, drop your state. I want to see where everybody's watching this from so we can all have a good, healthy conversation, because I got some more questions I'm going to ask you guys later on in the video. I waited, I don't know how many years before we really first got our first plant in the ground. Reading books, watching videos, going on Amazon, getting soil tests and all that. And you know what happened? Nothing. I grew nothing because I didn't plant anything. It was analysis paralysis. I got all the information that I possibly needed, all the gadgets, but nothing actually went into the dirt. I kept giving myself more excuses. We got to test this and this pH ain't right, so now we're going to have to add this. There's a place for all of that. But not when you're getting started, not when you want to start growing food, when you have the motivation to go out there and do it. You don't need to do all that. And what's crazy is, if you get to know me, you'll understand that I'm a research guy. That's just how I am. My wife, meanwhile, she was just throwing seeds, getting some success, getting some failures. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start after I get all this information. And she was out there just throwing and experimenting. Long story short, the throwing, the getting started, and the experiment is what wins in this, not the over analyzing every single thing. So I'm going to help you out today. I'm going to take everyone who's just like me, who we over analyze things before we get started. I'm going to put it into a single focus for you to help you the same way I wish I seen a video that would have helped me. So the very first thing that I would suggest is just to pick a day that you're going to get your garden started, and to tell yourself, I'm going to do it. I don't care if I don't do it right, but I'm going to get it done. Because you're probably not like me where you have everybody critiquing everything you do. So it's just you in your backyard. You're not making videos about this. It's just you in your backyard planting. Nobody's watching but you. Take that pressure off yourself. Take it off. So right now, I want you to tell yourself, on this day, pick a day that you're free. On this day, I'm going to get my garden started. So I'm going to show you what $50 gets you. And what all you really need to start is 4 things. You need seeds, buckets, soil, compost. Let's repeat that. Seed, buckets, soil, compost. You can get all that for under $50. We all have to start somewhere. And if you never went out and bought seeds before, that's okay. I just want to break it down simple. You can go into any big box store, and when you hear big box, that means your Home Depot, your Lowe's, whatever the major store is in your area, go there. You're able to get some seeds from there. Seeds aren't expensive. I just grabbed some random ones from the drawer that we have. Look at this. So $2.99, $2.99, $2.49, $2.46. I just dropped a whole bunch of seeds on the ground, so we're gonna have a little party in about a month. Discovering what is what. Another thing is you can go to the dollar store, and dollar store have seed packages for $1. You can go get something like okra. Okra has so many seeds in there that all you need is 4 or 5 okra plants, and it's going to be able to feed your family all summer long. So go to the dollar store if you got one next to you and see what type of seeds they have. One pack of seeds is way more than you'll ever use in a year. Probably can go out and grab yourself 4 or 5 packets. That's going to be around $12 to $15. When I was writing Grow Foods, Not Lawns, and I was interviewing people that I've been working with and people that I've helped and people that has helped me learn how to garden better, one thing that was consistent for everyone is we all started with buckets. And if you're a beginner or even if you're an experienced gardener, buckets are such a valuable tool that you can use to get growing, and even when you have a food forest, to grow more. Now, buckets, if you don't have a yard that has a lot of space, a 5-gallon bucket like this that you can get at Home Depot, Lowe's, it don't matter, will grow you some food. Now, what you have to do is you get your bucket from Home Depot, and the buckets are like $5. See the bottom right here? This is the most important step of this bucket. You're going to have to drill yourself a few holes, 3 to 5 holes in the bottom of this just for drainage. So just 3 to 5 holes and you're good. And if you want to get fancy, you can go out and get some grow bags. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, so we're trying to stay under $50. But you can go out and get yourself some grow bags. A pack of grow bags is $20, and you're going to get 3 to 5 grow bags. So economically, it might make a little bit more sense to go out and get yourself some grow bags. But if all you got is a bucket, people have been growing food for so many years in buckets. We grew a lot of food in buckets. Nothing wrong with buckets. So get yourself some buckets or grow bags. It don't matter. But like I said, we're sticking to that under $50 and making this possible. All right, so let me sit so we can break this down. So pay close attention, because next up, this is very important. I don't want you to waste money. We're going to talk about soil. Especially if you live in Florida, we have to go out and get some type of soil. And let me break down real simple what soil that you should be getting. So you walk into the store and you see it's about 3 different bags of soil sitting there. Topsoil, garden soil, and potting mix. Now, topsoil, that is cheap. That's the cheap stuff. You don't want that. $2 a bag, $3, whatever. Don't grab it. It's basically nothing but dirt. Your plants will not like you if you use that. Gardening soil is what you want if you're going to dig a hole in your yard and you're planting something in there. So if you plan on throwing your seeds in the ground, go out and get yourself some garden soil. And the reason why you want to get yourself garden soil if you're planting in the ground, because it has a mix of compost already mixed into the soil. So it's going to be able to feed your plants. It's going to be able to feed your existing dirt that you have and help it to start to become some good soil. So when you get that bag of soil, you're going to dig a hole. You're going to mix this stuff in with that dirt that you already have in your backyard. And that's how you're going to plant your seeds if you're going in ground. Now, potting mix is what you're going to use if you're going to use those buckets or the grow bags that we talked about. Potting soil mix, I'm going to say this again. Potting soil mix is what you use for your buckets and your grow bags. So garden soil for the ground, potting mix in the buckets. The reason why we're going to put the potting mix in our buckets is because it's lighter, it's fluffier, the roots, they can breathe, especially in a small container. Garden soil, and if you put that in those pots, all it's going to do is turn into concrete, where your roots, they're not going to be able to run. So the soil, either bag, whichever way you want to go, is about $10, and you want to just get the best soil that you can afford for your money. I personally will go top end on this right here. So if you see a bag for $5 and it's non-organic, and you see an organic bag for $10, go get that $10 bag, because your soil is going to be one of your most important parts for starting this garden, whether that's in ground or if you're using buckets. Spend a little bit more to get yourself some good soil. And if you have multiple bags of soil around and you don't know which one, ask someone at the store. Hey, is this a good one? Do your own research. Call up a garden friend. Leave a comment. We're a community. We're going to help each other. We're going to tell you, like, no, don't get that one because this is experience we had. Or yes, that's an excellent one. This is one of our compost bins right here. And one of the cool things about compost is you get everything growing in your compost. As you see, these are just seeds from things that we've ate and it's coming up. On top right now, you're seeing we just dumped some coffee grounds in there. Composting is one of the easiest things you can do on your own. See some eggshells in there. Now those eggshells take forever to break up, so it's better if you actually crumble them up and you can make them into dust and put them in there, because your compost and your plants are going to be able to use it a little bit quicker. But for our purpose, this is just a pile that sits here. We turn it over, it'll be fine. But yeah, so compost piles are excellent way of getting some soil that's going to be so beneficial for everything you grow. So let me add that up for you. So we have seed packages that's going to be between $10 to $15, because I want you to go out and get yourself between 3 to 5 packages. We have a couple buckets that's going to be about $10. We have soil, that's $10. And we have a compost bag, that's about $10. That's going to be all under $50 right there to get your garden started. And you can do it even cheaper than that, because you can compost for free yourself with your old kitchen scraps. As far as food, you can get sweet potatoes. That's just put it on the counter and you can get it sprouting in your kitchen, and that's free food right there. So you don't necessarily have to get seeds, or even the things that you already are eating right now, you can get the seeds from that. Another thing you can do is, I'm sure you have that wacky neighbor that's like my wife and I. We're the wacky neighbors who's growing so much food everywhere you walk in your backyard. And I'm sure you have a neighbor like that too somewhere. Go stop by, say hi, tell them, hey, I don't think you're wacky anymore. I want to learn. They're going to teach you what they know, and they're going to have some seeds. They're going to have some seeds. They're going to have some cuttings. They're going to have some plants. They're going to send you home with so much, probably for free. They're not going to charge you. Us garden people, we don't do that. We're like, here, you want to start? I'm going to show you how to start. Here you go. So there's ways you can get it for free, and that's a way you can get it for free. Another thing you can do if you're just starting out and you want as much free things as possible just to help you out, you can go head over to GrowFitFlorida.com. I have that free plant giveaway. I've been giving away seeds, cuttings, and plants for almost a year now, and it's been doing really well. And I'm loving the stories that everybody's sending me, showing me what's growing. And it's pretty cool to see stuff that's from our backyard right here growing in yours. So it's pretty cool to us. So you can head over GrowFitFlorida.com. Sign up for the free plant giveaway, and you can get some seeds to yourself, totally free, no strings attached. It's another way. I said that I have another question at the beginning of the video that I want to ask, and this is for all the gardeners who's been doing this for a long time. Please drop a trick that you've used to save money in the garden to help somebody out. So what is one thing that you do that have saved you so much money that you wish you knew earlier that can help somebody else out and save some money and get their garden started? So drop that in the comments and help everybody out with your experience, because we're all learning together. All right, so if you're just getting started in gardening, there's 3 things that you need to learn, and these are the most important 3 things. What grows in your zone, where to plant it in your yard, and how to keep it alive. Those are the 3 most important things that you need to know. Those are 3 questions that you have to get answers for. And only you are going to be able to get those answers, because each of us is different. So down here in the South, our calendar is just completely different than everyone who lives up north. They can plant tomatoes in July. In July for us down here, everything outside is cooking. So our best vegetable season is October through April. That's when you're going to be able to get those greens and broccoli and carrots and all that cool weather stuff. It does best when it's cooler outside for us. And in the summer, now that we're going into summer, those are for the things that actually love the heat, like sweet potatoes and southern peas, moringa, roselle, and there's so much more. Right now in April, what you can plant today in zones 8B through 11 is things like sweet potatoes. You can get some okra, some southern peas, cucumber, squash, basil, lemongrass, roselle, things that love the heat. Now, that one plant that I just mentioned, roselle, that plant can give you up to 12 pounds of food per one plant. And you can use that for teas and jams and bacon and just so much more. That's 12 pounds from a packet of seeds. It's going to cost you about $2. All right, so the last part is just keeping your plants alive. So it's two things. We want to mix that compost into your soil. That's going to be the food for your plants. Water when that top inch of soil gets dry. So basically just stick your finger in about an inch down deep. If it's dry, you have to water. If it's still wet, just wait. Let's stop making it harder than what it is. Feed our plants and give our plants water. One more, I want to hear from gardeners who's been doing this for a long time. I have another question. What's the one plant that you always tell beginners to grow first? Help everyone out. Now, I'll go first. For me, it's back there. I've been saying it. It's sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are hard to kill. You can grow them in a bucket. The leaves are edible. And of course, the root, vegetable is. I just think sweet potatoes is just a great plant, especially for the heat. But let me know if you've been growing food for a long time. Let me know what you've been telling all your family, friends, and everyone what to grow for a first time plant to get in the ground or get in a bucket. Let everybody know. So that's it. We're not going to make this more complicated than what it needs to be. We're going to get our seeds. We're going to head over to GrowFitFlorida.com. We're going to look at the plant calendar to see what we can plant right now. We're going to get a bucket or some grow bags. We're going to get some soil. We're going to get some compost. We're going to come home and we're going to get started. We're going to pick a day. We're going to pick a Saturday and we're going to go outside and we're going to get all of this started. We're going to stick our finger in the soil and we're going to see if it's wet or not. If it's not, we're going to have to water. If it is, we just leave it alone. That simple. And after you do that, more videos like this. You're going to watch videos of your favorite gardeners. Go pick up some of your favorite books. Just keep educating yourself along the way. While your food is growing, while you start to see those sprouts come up, you're going to keep educating yourself. You're going to keep learning and growing, You're going to go see that wacky neighbor who's growing so much food and you're going to learn from them and you're going to keep learning and growing. Before you know it, your whole backyard, if you want it that way, but before you know it, you're going to be growing more food and you're going to improve the quality of your health simply by growing a lot more nutritious things in your backyard that you don't have to buy the imitation stuff that we get at the grocery stores. You're going to save yourself money. And I think one of the most important things that you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to teach. So after you learn all this, you're going to be able to go out and now you're going to be able to teach. And now you're going to be able to inspire that up and coming gardener. And that's how you're going to do your part to help other people. And who knows, maybe all of us together, we can spark some type of change in our part of Florida or our part of the deep South or United States, then we can lead it to the world. I told you guys, I want to show you something that one of plant winners, our free seed giveaway winners sent back to me. And let me show you guys what they sent back. All right, so I sent some seeds out to Monica and she sent me back some soap. Another one in here, if you see. Now, when I opened this, it smells so good. You just want to eat it. I actually wanted to eat it. It smells so good. So she sent me some soap that smells so good and honey from her bees. Cannot wait to try this honey. So I want to say thank you to Malachi and Monica for sending me this. And my family, we're about to use this soap and definitely eat this honey. My daughter loves, in our household, my daughter loves honey more than anyone. Support local business. She has a shop on Etsy. It's called Capo Island, as you see right here. Go look her up. Go support her. Support local businesses, small businesses. So look her up. I'm going to vouch for it. This soap, it smells amazing. And this honey, I'll let you guys know in future videos, but it looks good. I can't wait to try it. So go support local businesses. And again, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope this helps you. This is for the beginner gardener, but I hope that I shed a little bit of light just to help someone get started, to get that garden started. So doesn't have to be that complicated. Let's make it easy. So until the next video, God bless.